Hi folks, welcome to Vinyl Stockholm's channel on YouTube. This weekend it was the big record fair here in Stockholm, so I'm gonna report a little bit about it, show some footage from the fair and show you what I got there. This is a biannual record fair every February and every September every year. And it is, I think it's the biggest record fair in Scandinavia. So sellers come from all over Sweden there, and even from Finland and from Denmark and all over the place to just sell records. And it's a quite big record fair. I'm there every year to sell and to buy, mostly to buy, but I always have a table where me and my friend, also like a private collector, we're sharing a table and we are selling from our collections. So I usually have 2 or 3 crates with me with stuff that I'm going to sell. And I sold, for instance, I sold my Velvet Fog, I sold my Marianne Me, I sold Druids of the Stonehenge, and a couple of rarities. I had to purge some records to raise some money for the big trip to the Netherlands, to Den Bosch, to the really big record fair in November this year. So I had to let some big ones go. I mean, I have had those records for almost 10 years. I thought it would be time to let them go and get some money to buy other stuff. So we're selling and we're buying, and I'm mostly focused on buying because to be honest, that's more fun to do. But I always have this sell a little bit just to finance my addiction, so to speak. So it was a really good fair and a lot of people attended, and it was crowded, a lot of guys walking around dealing and buying and selling records. So it was a lot of fun, and I mostly sold, but I also bought a few records I'm gonna show you in a minute. But I mean, the record fair for a seller, it opens up early in the morning at 7 a.m. So we're there really early to unload our crates and records and set up the tables and everything. And then the record fair opens up in around 10 o'clock in the morning to the public, and then continues throughout the day and ends at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's a long day. Your brain is a bit melted afterwards, but hopefully you're happy about it. And this year it was a lot of great records to be found if you're searching for some types of records. For me personally, I thought I was going to search for some Flying Nun records from New Zealand, but I couldn't find a single one. Not a single record from Flying Nun. So I guess I have to search online for these records. They don't turn up here in Sweden. But if you're looking for Swedish prog or psych or European psych or prog or English stuff, you're at the right place. You could find a lot of stuff. Even though it's a big fair, I only got home with 5 records that I'm gonna show you. But I'm pretty happy with what I got. And the music you heard in the background in the opening scene here with some footage from the fair, it was this album. Tortoise with TNT from 1998. I found a US original. Nice one. Very nice condition, and I have been looking for these, especially this one and Millions Will Never Die album. Tortoise is this they were famous for instrumental post-rock in the 90s. They got famous with their Millions album, and this is the follow-up where they changed direction a little bit to incorporate more jazz and stuff into their kind of post-rock experimental music. Really, really good. And on this album and on the Millions album, it's with David Pajo, Papa M, Ariel M, that is a big favorite of mine. And I have been discussing with Dom from Seeking a Thread in the comment section, because he has been showing some Papa M stuff and Ariel M stuff lately, and so he's a big favorite of mine. So it was nice to find this Tortoise records where he's playing, and I think he was like a member in the band, not just playing with them. So otherwise they came from Chicago. Great band, and especially this album and the Millions Now Will Never Die album are big faves for me. So that was cool to find this one. The next one I got is this one, Sov Gott Rosmarie by International Harvester. This is from 1968. It's a classic Swedish counterculture underground psych prog album. You see these guys here on the back, and this is their debut. This band eventually turned into Träd, Gräs, Stenar, Trees, Grass and Stones, that you might have heard of. A great underground band from Sweden, and this is their first LP they did in '68, and when they started, they said they want to combine the music of the minimalist composer Terry Riley with Rolling Stones. So they're very artsy, but still it's in a rock context. Some songs are really doomy and heavy, and some songs are very light with just like birds in the background and ambience, and yeah, it's a really cool and beautiful LP, ahead of its time, I would say. And this is I'm going to show you the label. This is the first pressing that came out on Love Records with this logo type on very like heavy vinyl, and so I'm really glad that I found it for a reasonable price. The next one I got is American Private Press. This one, Earth Free, is the name of the band, and the name of the album is Conjerti, Morreale and Dibley, or something like that. There were three guys, and this is like a very primitively recorded, Neil Young inspired folk rock, very lo-fi, very cool sounding, I think, and it has some really good songs on it. I haven't really gotten into it. I have just like got it. So Earth Free, and it's from 1972, I think. Yeah, it's from 1972. Cool one. I don't know if it's in the Acid Archives. I have to check it. It was released on a label called Sundance Records. There you go. So I'm not sure if it was a label or if it's just private press, but maybe it's a small label. Don't know really where they are from, or if there's maybe some kind of Christian theme to this. Not really sure, but very like folk rock, Neil Young inspired, lo-fi basement folk rock. Check that out. I also picked up Odelay, US original, with a hype sticker, with a like saw-shaped hype sticker in shrink. I think this is the US original. Came with this big trifold insert. Really cool, and it's of course on the Bong load label. So I had that record on CD, of course, and played it a lot. I wasn't so into when he started to do the rap thing, or I'm more into when he was like this slacker folk singer type. And it was a long time since I listened to this, so I have to play it again and see if I like it or not. I know I like some of the songs very much, and I'm not sure if those rap songs are gonna hold up, or I'm not sure. I'll get back to you on that. And I also found a copy of Twink, Think Pink. This is the German press from 1970, and Twink, he was a key person in the UK Psych movement in the late 60s. He played with Tomorrow, the UK Psych band Tomorrow with Steve Howe, and he also played on SF Sorrow with Pretty Things, and he recorded a single under the name Aquarian Age, where he played actually one song that's on here, 10,000 Words in a Cardboard Box, classic UK Psych single. And on this LP, you can see up here, it's number 2 there. He played another version on this LP. And it is a very cool Psych LP, very far out, very out there. And there are some really, really good songs, and then there are some so-so songs. But overall, this is a real cool LP. Also, on this one we have Peregrine Took. Steve Took from Tyrannosaurus Rex is playing, and we have it's produced by Mick Farren, and also the photo here, the cover photo is by the hippest design studio in London, Hypnosis, that did all the Pink Floyd album covers in the 60s, and they've been working with all the big names from the 70s. But this must be one of their early album covers. And the UK press of this one is really, really expensive. I found this German first press from 70, and I'm perfectly fine with this one. It was great condition as well. And I have many rules with my collecting, and many people have asked if I have specific rules about the origin or the country for the pressings, and I don't have any rules. So I can find a UK copy or a German copy or a US copy of this as long as it's the first pressing or very early pressing. So I'm not like totally hard on that one. So I have quite a few LPs with American bands on British presses or German presses, and they often have these laminated covers that I really, really enjoy. And this one has it as well. I don't know if you can see it. Like a mirror, very beautiful. And it was released on Polydor label, both in Germany and in England, but in the US of A, it was released on, don't really remember, another label in the US.
Looking around the room, I noticed nothing. Then by chance my vision stopped at something. A million thoughts of what this thing could be brought nothing but the feeling fear to me.
The last one I got, I actually got it the day before the fair, and it's from my friend. We did a trade just before. He got a Rolling Stones record from me, and I got this one. This is Ragnarök. It's a Swedish... They are labeled progressive music, but I guess it is, but it's not like traditional progressive. I have always thought that this is not for me because I'm not a big fan of progressive music. But this is instrumental, and it feels really modern, and it has this like folk elements. It's a really cool instrumental LP. I'm gonna play a song called Promenader. That means like walks. And a beautiful illustrated cover. It was released on Silence label. The label looks like this. And it's from 75 or 76, I think. Has this insert. So I think that was what I had to report from the big record fair in Stockholm, or in Solna, just a suburb to Stockholm. And if you happen to be in Stockholm late September or late February, don't be sure not to miss this big record fair. And yeah, that was what I had for today. I think. Did I miss something? I'm not sure. Anyway, thanks everyone who has subscribed and everything like that. Really appreciate it. Put down a comment. Did you go to the record fair? Did you find anything? And please let me know what you think about this this big record fair. And yeah. Bye bye.